Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Queen and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Queen's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little corrections and lots of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Queen will come home with her very own training equipment, and Rich is going to demonstrate how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now, she is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, very much under control, and as he starts to work with her, I want you to focus on where he keeps his hand on the leash. His left hand is his steering wheel. He keeps it down low next to her neck so that you have the ultimate control. The second trick is to keep her head up off the ground and to keep her focused on you. So the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is going to be very important to you when you're walking with her, whether it's in one of your hallways, elevator, outside. Keeping her next to you and focused on you is going to be the most important thing. So they're going to take off heeling, and the command is Queen, heel. Now at this point, Queen has a job to do, and she knows it, and that is to stay even with your left leg when walking. Paying attention to you, not forging ahead, not dragging you, but walking with you. If Rich turns, she should turn. If he slows down, she should slow down. And he makes the heeling a little bit of a challenge by changing direction. When he stops his feet, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. If for some reason she doesn't sit automatically, you tell her no, sit, and you give a little tug and release on her training collar. So this is you taking the lead. Queen knows that Rich is in charge and that she has to do what he's telling her, and she has to focus and pay attention. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit, stay. Stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. You can practice these commands right in your apartment. I don't care how small it is. We do obedience on a 5x7 rug in the playroom when it's raining or snowing or blowing. So it can be done anywhere, especially your stationary exercises. You're going to work up to a 3-minute long sit-stay. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her. She should remain seated until he returns to her shoulders, and then she expects to get another command, and they will take off heeling again. So focus on where he has his hand on the leash, how he's guiding her, letting her know that he's in charge, giving those little tugs if needed, if she starts to drop her head or gets distracted. Nice automatic sit. And another stay. Stay is a one-word firm command, no question mark on the end. It's stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her like he did before, he's going to demonstrate the come on command. He uses her name, and it's Queen, come. She comes and sits, looks up at him, and he praises her for a good job. And he takes off heeling with her again. She's a very smart dog. She's just been allowed to be in control for too long, to the point that people view her as being dangerous, where we have not seen one bit of aggression toward anyone here at the school, or to other dogs for that matter. She's interested in other dogs because she's a puppy, but she's not aggressive. Rich will call her again. Queen, come. She comes right in and sits, and she's looking up at him for direction, and that's what you need to get. She needs to look at you for direction because she has taken over the pack leadership role. And German Shepherds were bred to guard, so left to her own devices, that's what she's going to do. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And like, you should be practicing these exercises every day with this particular dog. At your doorways, before you go in and out, make sure you have her under control. You're going to work up to a 5-minute long down stay. When Rich returns back to her, he walks all the way around her. She does not get up, waits for him to get back into position, and then he heels her out of that. Again, left open palm, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her, Rich will call her out of this. He has her sit right in front, facing his knees. And then she goes back to heel position. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you on this video is her down from a distance. So you leave her in a sit stay. You turn to face her. This is the only time that you use your right hand to give the command. And this video is for you to practice with. It's instructional for you, just like Rich was in your living room. Mimic what you're seeing on the video at home. She knows this, you're learning this, and that's why you have an instructional video. So make sure that you use it. Now we've demonstrated for you all of Queen's formal on-leash obedience. She loves Rich. They play together a lot. We've enjoyed having her. She's been a wonderful guest, and Rich will see you tomorrow, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.